Are you ready for the history of the world's most beloved drink? Coca-Cola, mostly called Coke, is a carbonated drink that has become a global symbol of refreshment and enjoyment. But did you know that its story goes back to the late 19th century, and initially, Coke was supposed to be just a syrup and a tonic? How Coca-Cola was created. First, let's talk about the French wine Coca, which was huge in the 1800s and 1900s. A French chemist named Angelo Mariani came up with this unique idea to mix coca leaves with Bordeaux wine. And yes, these are the same coca leaves they use to make cocaine. Get a boost in energy and have people talking about it. Back in the 1880s, a man named John S. Pemberton, an Atlanta-based pharmacist, loved the French wine Coca so much that he created his version of it and called it French wine Coca, a knockoff version of the Vin Mariani. The drink had a mix of coca leaves and caffeine for medical purposes. Pemberton claimed that this can cure many diseases, especially recurring headaches. But back then, people didn't know cocaine was harmful. Things went wrong when people started to realize how addictive this is. Then, the US passed a law in 1906 saying that anything containing addictive stuff like cocaine had to be labeled. After that, things got worse when the US banned alcohol from 1920 to 1933, so wine could no longer be in the drink. Pemberton removed the wine from the drink, replaced it with carbonated water, and this would cause an issue. A matter of fact was that it turned into a bitter drink without the wine that no one wanted to touch. They went all out on sugar to make it taste better and somewhat drinkable. The amount of sugar they'd put in each drink was insane, but it worked. Since Pemberton mixed coca leaves with cola nut, which provided the caffeine, this was how Pemberton's bookkeeper, Frank Robinson, came up with the catchy name Coca-Cola. He would be the one who created the logo for the beverage as well. Massive marketing campaign. Now came the time to let the world know about this new tonic. There were giant billboards everywhere for people to see, especially in busy areas, which made it impossible to miss their logo, and, as a result, it got stuck in people's minds. Another thing about these billboards was they showed people having the time of their lives, and nobody wanted to be left out. Before Pemberton died in 1888, he sold his business to Asa Candler, who took marketing one step further. Under Candler's leadership, Coca-Cola increased the medical syrup sales by 4,000%, and the company began offering thousands of free samples. Candler wanted to put things into next gear. He saw people going crazy over fizzy drinks. Since Coca-Cola fell into the category of both a tonic medicine and a refreshing drink, he started marketing Coca-Cola as a drink, rather than as a medicine, making it the go-to drink for everyone to enjoy. Then came the Coca-Cola girls. Back in the day, Coca-Cola had these fabulous illustrations of women having a blast while enjoying their Coca-Cola in every magazine, newspaper, and ad that people loved. With time, Coca-Cola started partnering with celebrities to be the face of their brand, who would show up in commercials, encouraging their fans to try it out, making it look even more incredible. The main ideal they were trying to sell was simple: Coca-Cola is for everyone. It doesn't matter who or where you're from. When it came time to creating a wholesale image for their brand, they did it all like the Santa Claus campaign in 1930, which was a series of illustrations that showed a happy red-suited Santa Claus enjoying Coca-Cola, or sponsoring family events like community festivals, sports tournaments, and entertainment makes people connect with the brand on joyful occasions. Expansion during World War II. During World War II, sugar was rationed in huge amounts, which meant the government restricted the sugar supply. They did this because of the sudden shortage, but Coca-Cola somehow managed to strike a deal with the government, exempting it from sugar ration. The company's president, Robert Woodruff, used his connections to convince government officials that Coca-Cola can be used to lift the spirits of these soldiers. Another clever plan they came up with was to sell Coca-Cola to American soldiers at an extremely low price, and it didn't matter where the soldier would be stationed. They should be able to buy a bottle wherever they need it, just for 5 cents per bottle, giving it the nickname 5-cent bottle. This strategy made Coca-Cola affordable for soldiers and began gaining popularity within the military. Now, the issue was many soldiers were stationed in different parts of the world like Europe, Asia, and the Pacific. To ship these Coca-Cola bottles to these faraway places meant spending more than the company was making. So, to tackle the issue, the US government came up with an intelligent solution. They started funding Coca-Cola to set up bottling plants near military bases overseas. This ensured a running supply of Coca-Cola for the troops, and also reduced the need to ship the product across long distances, which is challenging during war. During the war, things heated up severely, and Coca-Cola cut off all communications with its headquarters in Germany, run by Max Keith. They couldn't keep supplying materials to the enemy, which meant no more syrup for Coca-Cola in Germany, and it looked like the company was about to collapse. The only solution Keith could think was to make another drink that could be made from ingredients from his home country, so they won't have to rely on imports from any other company. So, Max created a fruit-flavored carbonated drink called Fanta. The profits of Fanta eventually made their way back to Coca-Cola Company, and Max also landed a promotion. Disturbing Coca-Cola facts. Coca-Cola has some dark secrets of its own too. It is known to have customers addicted for life, and they do that by targeting. They're on a mission to hook their consumers young and keep them hooked for life. With their aggressive marketing strategy, they go all in by sponsoring sports days and music festivals. You'll even find a vending machine at school because they plan on creating an emotional bond, making you associate Coke with happy times and friendship. Many countries have regulations in place to protect children from excessive and potentially harmful advertising of unhealthy products. These products are mostly high in sugar, salt, and fat, contributing to childhood obesity and health issues. Coca-Cola found a way to bypass these restrictions and continue to target kids by using animated characters and celebrities that are children's favorites in their advertisements. Governments placed restrictions on drinks like Coca-Cola because people started getting health problems early on. Studies and reports were flying around during the 80s, saying that drinking too many sugary drinks can cause some severe health issues like obesity, tooth decay, and diabetes, which made Coca-Cola face some questioning about the health impact of their drink. Coca-Cola made headlines for using enormous amounts of water from places where water is already hard to find. Some people aren't a fan of their marketing strategies either. They've been pushing their marketing in developing countries, where regulations on advertising are more relaxed than compared to developed countries. To make matters worse, there are rumors Coke has been funding research to downplay the health risks of sugary drinks. Like other companies, Coca-Cola has been adding to plastic waste in the ocean because of its plastic bottles. Coca-Cola, now and beyond. To tackle these issues, many countries have taken a few measures to reduce the amount of sugar people consume. One of the ways is imposing sugar taxes. Some countries are taxing sugar items a bit extra so they're less tempting. Higher prices mean fewer people reaching for those sweet sodas and energy drinks. And you might have seen those warning labels on these drinks in some countries, which is them telling you to be careful, since too much sugar can mess with your health. This can be a way to remind the people of the risks they're taking with all that sugar. Some countries have even tried halting the marketing of these drinks. They're trying to minimize or stop marketing their drinks for good, especially to young kids, so they don't get hooked. We have schools joining in the cause by kicking out sugary food and giving their students much healthier options in hopes of setting them up to have good habits from the start. The government is doing all it can through public awareness campaigns to spread the word about the dangers of sugary foods and drinks. Other than that, some manufacturers are trying to reformulate their drinks to reduce their sugar content. Coca-Cola has been trying to stay on top of their game by not just sticking to the same soda they always have. Since they've realized people care about their health, and if this keeps up, people will stop taking carbonated drinks altogether. So, they started experimenting and came up with stuff like sugar-free drinks, sparkling water, and energy drinks. They've started shifting their focus to non-carbonated drinks like bottled water, juices, and teas to keep up with the demand and continue giving people what they want. Besides drinks, they're helping the environment by going into eco mode. They're using more recycled material in their packaging and cutting down their carbon footprint. To stay ahead of its competition and to keep dominating the market, Coke made its way into the social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, which helped them go global in its pursuit of reaching emerging countries and tapping into that growing middle-class market. Staying on social media helped them discover new startups and collaborate with them to come up with fresh and trendy products to remain relevant in this world of evolving consumer preferences. What do you think about the story of Coca-Cola? Let us know in the comments section down below. If you enjoyed today's video, please leave us a thumbs up. And remember to subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon to be always up to date with the most exciting content as soon as it's uploaded. Thanks for watching. See you again soon in another video.